Good morning, Wolverines, and welcome to the first broadcast of the 2018-2019 school year.
On this week's edition of Win TV, we will be discussing the rules of self-driving cars in Frisco,
the rise of security on campus, and the production that goes into making a homecoming mom.
I'm Josh Webb.
And I'm Brighton Short. Win TV starts now. As the school year begins, seniors are faced with many decisions that will affect the rest of their year. One of these is who they vote as senior class president.
Emma Rasmussen has the story.
Senior class president is a very important job that takes a lot of hard work and dedication. Students that are willing to put in this tremendous effort have been working hard to campaign to their class.
So far we have Hannah Mandel, Nick Hendricks, Taylor Fogel, and Brody Feldberg who are running for class president. To be a class president, someone has to really be a good leader and have a positive attitude towards the school and towards the student body.
It takes a lot of drive and a lot of confidence to go out there and just give it your all.
You need to be able to relate to everyone. It encompasses a lot of selflessness, being able to put yourself out there and represent all those around you. And everybody has different personalities, obviously, so you should be able to talk to different types of people and hear what they have to say about the school.
In order to be able to run for senior class president, the student must obtain 8 signatures from teachers who support that student for office. They also need to get a signature from their assistant principal. Getting this many stamps of approval takes a lot of commitment and effort from the applicant.
It's the best way we're going to have a great senior year is if there's someone who is willing and able to be involved with our school and willing to give us a great senior year.
With so many candidates devoted to their campaign, this race may be a close call. I'm Emma Rasmussen for Win TV.
Every sports season brings a fresh start with new players and new goals.
Alexis Plum spoke to the volleyball and football team about improvement and change.
With the emergence of the new season, teams and players are looking to improve team dynamic and effectiveness. A lot goes into the enhancement of these teams that takes tedious preparation.
What I would like to do this year that I didn't do last year, I think, are put more expectations on these kids. We have 6 seniors that have a lot of experience, and so I think I'm going to push them a little harder than I did the group last year.
To prepare for our volleyball games, we head into the coach's office like 30 minutes before, and one of the teammates will give a motivational speech to the rest of the team, and then we will head to the locker room and get hype and jump around and play a bunch of music to get us ready for the big game.
As volleyball continues to one-up their already exemplary records, football is looking to acclimate to new conditions that may impact the team's camaraderie.
I think the biggest challenge for us is just youth and inexperience. You're going to be playing with a new quarterback. You've got new guys in the secondary, a couple of guys in the offensive line that are new, defensive line that are new. And we've got some guys that have never played in a varsity football game. Playing quality people will help you get there faster to develop as a team and your team chemistry and knowing what you can do.
So last year, very first game before halftime, I tore my ACL, LCL, PCL, and my meniscus, so I've been out for 13, 14 months. Last week just got fully released. So this year it's kind of rough trying to get back into recover and be back to fully playing with the team again. Definitely changed my life and definitely impacted the team.
Both teams are well on their way to overcoming and implementing new challenges to set their standards for the rest of the season. I'm Alexis Plum for Win TV.
With homecoming right around the corner, the famous Mum Shop starts making mums for Frisco and surrounding areas. Here's Emma Bass with information regarding this popular trend.
As many students begin preparing for homecoming, the famous Mum Shop receives a stack of orders hoping for the greatest display of ribbons, boas, glitter, and teddy bears, but not everyone is aware of what really happens after their order requests are sent. Students at Wakeland obtain a variety of opinions regarding the importance of the mum tradition.
I purchase my own mum because it's easier and it always looks better.
I make my own mum and it's very expensive and it takes a lot of time.
I don't think they're wasting money and it adds more spirit to the school.
Everybody's wearing mums, like literally everyone.
It represents you, represents your school, and represents all the things you do.
However, here's a sneak peek of what really goes on behind the scenes.
It is definitely a process. The average mum is anywhere probably between 85 and 125. We don't actually individually touch every single mum or garter that comes out, but we do come out and do quality control and try to catch any mistakes. We've got almost 40 employees that help us make this all happen, because every week is deadline after deadline after deadline.
Hopefully now you have a further perspective on the work and cost of coming home. I'm Emma Bass for WinTV.
Wakeland administration and teachers have increased precautions to ensure our safety well-being on campus. Ian Gonzalez fills us on the updated security.
Due to a series of violent attacks on high school campuses across the country, Wakeland has taken the initiative in strictly enforcing policies that ensure the safety of our student body.
Mainly we've put some procedures in place to make sure that the students are a lot safer than they have been in the past. We've limited some of the access points. Some of the doors that had been utilized in the past to get into the building are no longer being used.
I think it's very important that we have to be proactive and we have to do the things that we can do to make sure the students and staff here are safe.
Well, we have 120 something cameras in the building, both inside the building and outside the building, looking at the parking lots, the stairwells, the hallways, cafeteria, library, band hall. There's pretty much cameras everywhere.
While safety takes priority at Wakeland, the student experience is impacted on campus.
I think that the increased security at Wakeland is a good idea, just so that everyone's safe.
I mean, I think it's gotten better, I guess. I mean, I haven't really seen any problems with it before.
Yes, it could make Wakeland a safer place because with more security cameras, then the less likelihood that something's going to happen.
I think that entering through the front every single time we want to come back inside the school is kind of extra.
Honestly, because I park like way over there by the gym and stuff, and I think it's just like an extra step, like it takes a little bit longer.
It can be a pain because if you park on the side of the school, you have to walk to a door that can open, but I think it's a good idea.
These policies promise for a safer school year. I'm Ian Gonzalez for WinTV.
Technology has been rapidly increasing in the past decade, and self-driving cars have even found their way into Frisco.
A and Yukika will report on how this will affect the community and Frisco. After that, Wolverine of the Week.
Autonomous car company Drive AI introduced highly developed self-driving vehicles to Frisco roads.
With multiple safety measures in place, innovation and learning is the main focus of Drive AI, as Don Leopard, the Frisco site lead, explains.
We're very, very safety-centric. We use deep learning technology, which is some of the most advanced artificial intelligence that's out there. We're trying to solve what we call micro-transit. I don't want developers to have to build multi-level parking structures. I want my cars to be able to pick somebody up in under 4 minutes, get them to their lunch in under 10 minutes, and the same getting them back.
Much like iRobot's Roomba device, this technology's deep learning capabilities form from intelligent connections. Some of the qualities include making decisions on its own based on object location and inferencing very similarly to humans.
So I actually like the idea of self-driving cars because you don't have to focus as much while you're at the wheel, and if you need to do something else at the same time, you're not stuck, wasting time possibly just driving.
We're driving about 500 miles in this little Hall Park area, about 500 miles per week in autonomous mode. We're moving well over several hundred people per week to and from lunch, and this is really just the tip of the iceberg.
I'm sure it'll take some time getting used to the self-driving cars, but I think we're definitely ready for any sort of AI vehicle in our future.
According to some, in theory, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. However, in the opinion of Drive AI, this is the future of transportation, and one does not have to travel to Silicon Valley to get a taste of innovation. I'm Aiden Yukika, reporting for WinTV.
So basically, I've been playing soccer since I was 3 years old. It's been the sport I've always loved. I've always tried other sports. I've played basketball, volleyball, track, cross country, in middle school, but soccer's always stuck with me. It's always been my motivator. So last year our team won the state championship and it was really exciting. I won the state MVP title and I also won an All-American award and Player of the Year for Texas. So basically like our team is really close. It's been close since my freshman year, but it became really close my junior year. We share a lot of time together. We have team dinners and it's just like a family. I love it. I'm Peyton Adams and I'm Wolverine of the Week.
That's it for this week's edition of Win TV.
I'm Josh Webb.
And I'm Brighton Short.
Have a great weekend.